VCISO.au Cyberwatch, 17th February 2026. Strategic Cybersecurity Intelligence Brief powered by VCISO.au. Stay informed, stay prepared, stay secure. Ensure your cybersecurity program is both proactive and verifiable. By Yeswanth Bodeda DW Report, ANZ, None Australia UX, Financial Services, B2B FinTech News. From Deep Web, Dark Daily Web, UX Data Breach, Australian FinTech Platform Compromised. UX, an Australian B2B FinTech platform formerly known as DriveIQ, has allegedly been compromised in a severe data breach. According to an anonymous extortion post, the exfiltration includes 141 GB of data from a MongoDB Atlas cluster, exposing extensive personal and financial information belonging to hundreds of thousands of unique borrowers and broker organizations. The attackers claim they are publishing a breach preview involving smaller broker organizations after the company refused an extortion demand to pay for the data's deletion. Notably, the threat actors referenced a previous March 2025 disclosure by White Hat security researcher claiming that UX failed to properly remediate the systemic vulnerabilities, such as active 2021 credentials and unrotated JWT signing secrets, identified at that time. INC ransomware data breach hits Nong Quang Pharmaceutical. The INC ransomware group claims to have breached Nong Quang Pharmaceutical Co. Ltd., a prominent Taiwanese pharmaceutical manufacturer with a reported revenue of $70 million. The threat actor alleges they have exfiltrated 430 GB of sensitive corporate, clinical, and partner data, and they have threatened a full publication of the stolen files within 4 weeks if their demands are not met. INC ransomware data breach hits Nong Quang Pharmaceutical. The INC ransomware group claims to have breached Nong Quang Pharmaceutical Co., Ltd., a prominent Taiwanese pharmaceutical manufacturer with a reported revenue of $70 million. The threat actor alleges they have exfiltrated 430 GB of sensitive corporate, clinical, and partner data, and they have threatened a full publication of the stolen files within 4 weeks if their demands are not met. 1. Lockbit's new 5.0 version, attacking Windows, Linux, and ESXi systems. Lockbit 5.0, a new version of the Lockbit ransomware family, was released in September 2025. It supports multiple platforms including Windows, Linux, and ESXi, increasing its attack reach. The malware operates under a ransomware as a service (RAS) model used by affiliates. It uses double extortion tactics by encrypting data and stealing it to pressure victims. About 67% of recorded victims are private companies in the United States. Other targeted sectors include manufacturing, healthcare, education, finance, and government. Since December 2025, its leak site has listed at least 60 victims. The ransomware reportedly works on all versions of Proxmox virtualization environments. Analysts say Lockbit 5.0 builds on version 4 with faster encryption speeds. It includes enhanced defense evasion and anti-analysis techniques. The Windows variant uses methods such as DLL unhooking, process hollowing, and ETW patching. The malware deletes system logs to remove forensic traces after execution. Linux and ESXi variants encrypt internal strings to avoid detection. It uses XChacha20 encryption with curve 25519 keys and assigns random file extensions. Security experts recommend offline backups, segmentation, patching, and employee awareness to reduce risk. 2. Lotus Blossom hackers compromised official hosting infrastructure of Notepad++, state-sponsored threat group. Lotus Blossom compromised Notepad++ hosting infrastructure between June and December 2025. Attackers infiltrated the shared hosting provider and intercepted traffic to the update server. Victims were redirected to malicious infrastructure controlled by the attackers. The campaign primarily targeted users in Southeast Asia, but also affected South America, the US, and Europe. Notepad++ is widely used by administrators, engineers, and DevOps teams in enterprise environments. Compromising this tool allowed attackers to piggyback into privileged sessions and bypass perimeter defenses. The attack exploited weak verification controls in older versions of the WinJup updater. Victims attempting updates downloaded a malicious installer named Update.exe. Researchers identified two infection chains, a Lua script injection variant and a DLL sideloading variant. One attack delivered Cobalt Strike beacon malware for remote access. Another deployed the Chrysalis backdoor using DLL sideloading. The malicious installer abused a legitimate Bitdefender component to load a harmful library. Command and control communication was observed with multiple IP addresses between August and November 2025. The Chrysalis backdoor used advanced evasion techniques including Microsoft Warbird protection and API hashing. Notepad++ released version 8.9.1 with stronger verification and moved to a more secure hosting provider. Ransomware victims, United States. ACS Accountancy, Financial Services, Canada. Ondine Biomedical, Healthcare Charm. Diamond Centers, Consumer Services, France. OEC Bretagne, Accounting, Professional Organization. Germany. Hagen Roskopf, Law Firm. Italy. ICAT Foods PA, Food Production, Seafood Industry. Unknown, not disclosed. Wipro Ferretto Group SRL, Industrial Automation and Warehousing Solutions. Final note from vciso.au. Australia and New Zealand remain relatively untouched this week, but the global threat landscape continues to shift. Critical infrastructure, software supply chains, and endpoint security are under siege. Ensure your cybersecurity program is both proactive and verifiable. By Yeswanth Bodada.